Hello, thanks for joining me for another beer review then. Today we've got a beer from by the Horns Brewing Co. They're out of Tooting, beep beep, in London, and this is their Black Forest Gateau Cherry Chocolate Imperial Stout, 11% ABV. As you can see, it's one of these panda bottles. I've had this a fair while, but it's been in the fridge. Yeah, part of the discovery box that very kindly my good friend Wraggy over at Wraggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits sent to me about, I don't know, third week of March. So I've had it a little while. I've got a couple of stouts I'm going to review now. I'm not hoping this doesn't go everywhere. It's not. Let's do it. Oh, there's a bit of carbonation in it, so that's good. So we've got a bit of, you can see, top of the beer. It was solid. The carbonation wasn't kind of compromised or anything like that. So yeah, let's give this a whirl. See what it's all about. 11% would go down the middle. Why not? Try and generate a little bit of a head here. Really mix it up a little bit. There we go. Finally got round to these stouts. I've got one sour in the fridge left, and I've got the other stout there that I'll be doing after this. So it's a big ABV stout. It didn't really pour much of a head, as you wouldn't expect for the ABV. At the maximum it was about a 3/4 finger of slightly off tan coloured head, but it's gone down now. So beer in a glass, it's jet black. There's some real kind of deep brown hues towards the edge of the beer in the glass, but apart from that, in the light, it's jet black as you'd expect. So there's not much information on the bottle. It's just the label, box standard label. Low cost beer. I think they're out of Cambridgeshire. I should know. I've had a few beers from or bottles like this. We'll get into all the flavours of what's in the beer in a minute. So off the bat, what am I getting? So we're getting alcohol legs, as you would expect. It's 11% ABV. I've never had anything from by the Horns Brewing Co. So I don't know how long they've actually been running. It just says a Tooting micro brewery in London. They've got 61 beers listed on Untapped. So yeah, we'll give them a whirl. So low cost beer. They generally a lot of their stuff is low or very close to sell by date. This was in draft form, so should be okay. But yeah, give it a swirl and sniff. Yeah, it's boozy. Lots of booze. You're definitely getting a dark baker's chocolate on this. It smells actually quite good. I thought the stouts would be alright. The paler beers, I'm like, I'm not too sure how that's going to pan out. For honest opinions, anyway. But this one's smelling pretty good. Yeah, dark baker's chocolate, cocoa powder. Not synthetic in the least. In the least, not at all. So thank you, Wraggy. I really appreciate it, mate. I'm drinking these like months after you send them, but the stouts are going to be fine. Yeah. There's a hint of cherry in there with that kind of dark baker's chocolate, but it's not. I mean, admittedly, it's just come out of the fridge, so you probably are going to lose a little bit of aroma. But it was getting to the point where this back room now was getting a little bit too warm. I just wanted to preserve them a little bit longer, so I put them in the fridge for a little while. Been in the fridge probably about a couple of weeks, although it's still pretty cold. I think there's a warm couple of days where I put them in the fridge and then just like, forgot about them. I'm just trying to work out what I'm actually getting. Apart from that, there's not much else really. Maybe a little bit of the, I don't know, it's coming across licorice, aniseedy, boozy, and that's at a cold temperature. Give it a try. I'm waffling. Cheers. Cheers, Wraggy. So I'm getting that dark baker's chocolate straight off the bat. It's there, sweet. And then it calms down slowly. It's one of them beers. It's not. You're not getting a pow. You're getting this. It calms down. It's a big ABV beer. You're getting the booze. I'm not gonna lie. 11%. You should get a bit of booze. You know. You don't want to be getting these beers and they're in your face, kind of like easy drinking. Oh, I'll have another. You know, it'd be very worrying. You want that alcohol, just so you know you're drinking a big beer, and you are, and you can tell that, which is a good thing for speed of drinking and getting the red card, if you like. So there's a little bit left there, but yeah, there's a little bit of sediment, as you can see, in the bottom of the bowl, which is fair dues. I'm not going to shake it up and all that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, it's quite nice, I have to say. It's the first beer I've had from this brewery as well. So, by the Horns Brewing Co. I have to look at some of their other offerings, I think. This is very enjoyable. So it starts off that real bitter chocolate. You're getting them roasted malts in there. Then you're getting some cocoa powder, drinking chocolate powder kind of esque, mellowing in there. There's a few coffee notes, but then you are getting the booze. It's just on the palate. You can tell, you can feel it. So what does it say? So 11% ABV, which you're getting all that 11%. So a lot of roasted and caramel smoked malts are used in this brew. So I'm not getting it. You can tell I've not read this already. So I haven't said it already. You're getting the roasted malts for sure. To give it an underlying complexity, let alone it being 11% ABV beast. To give this Imperial Stout an extra twist, we conditioned it with liquid cacao, raw chocolate liquid, and sour cherry puree. There you go. And you're getting the cacao in this, 100%. It's the predominant flavour, along with the booze. So sour cherry puree. So expect subtle, creamy chocolate notes, perked up with a light sour cherry notes flowing through. A very warming and complex beer. It's warming. It's the ABV. And that's pretty much bang on what I was picking up with it. Cherry notes are there, but they're not at the forefront. It's more towards the finish. I think it's all mellowing in quite well. For me, it's all more cocoa powder, chocolate, and then cherry. The final kind of half or third of the beer, it's cherry all the way. But it's boozy. You're picking up the booze throughout the beginning and the end, and afterwards. It's throughout the whole thing. But a very nice beer, and really great to try. I thought these darker beers would be okay, and they are. They've kept really well, considering they since March. So next on these Discovery box, then it's going to be the this one from Omipollo. So that'll be the next review, a 12%er. Probably silly doing both in one night, but it is what it is. So yeah, let me know if you've had this one independently of low cost beer, or you've had this, or you've had a bigger bottle of this from them guys, or you've had it on draft, or I don't know if it comes in cans, or I'm on Untapped at the moment, so let's have a quick look. It seems to be the litre bottles of this are everywhere on Untapped. I'm assuming it's across. It's almost certainly it's plastic. It's bottles. Oh, is there a can? Oh, there is cans of this as well. So, and draft by the look of it. So, I don't know how long ago this was, but yeah. Overall, I'm not getting any kind of caramel or smoked malts, and there's no smokiness for me in this. But yeah, it's all the cherry. It's all the cacao nibs and the alcohol and big bold flavours as you would expect, and that's that. So thanks again, Wraggy, mate. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Let me know if you've had this one before in any kind of format. I don't know if it's cans or draft or from a low cost beer or whatever. Let me know if you've had it before down below. Thanks again to Wraggy for this beer. You will take care of yourself. Take care, and I will see you on the next review. Cheers.